Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cave, the oldest gym in Indiana. Tonight is senior night for the girls. Also, we'd like to welcome our visitors from Jimtown, Jimtown Jimmies. All right, let's start with our senior manager, Brandy Venable. She is escorted by Jessica and Tim Mann. Brandy wanted to become the manager of this team because she saw how much the team supports each other every day. After high school, she wants to attend St. Mary's and become an educator. Her best memory with the volleyball team was traveling on the bus and getting to know all the girls. Advice for underclassmen: always be who you are and don't let the world or anyone in it change you. Favorite quote: the most important thing about getting somewhere is starting right where you are. Accept yourself with full arms and an open ear. Brandy Venable. Our next senior is Megan Fry. She is escorted by Beth and Stephen Fry. Megan has been playing volleyball for 9 years. Her inspiration to keep playing is working towards being the best player she can be. Megan wants to study occupational therapy after she graduates. Her favorite memory with the volleyball team is all of the dance parties in the locker room before the games. Advice to the underclassmen: make the most memories you can with your team on and off the court, because you will remember the friendships more than the games. Her favorite quote: take pride in how far you've come and faith in how far you will go. Megan Fry. Our next senior is Jordan Keltz. She is escorted by Renee and Mike Furlong and David Haygood. Jordan has been playing volleyball for 9 years. Her inspiration to keep playing is playing with her friends. After high school, she plans on studying neonatal nursing at IUPUI. Jordan's favorite memory with the volleyball team is playing hide-and-go-seek in the cave, and Cammie got locked in the closet. Advice to underclassmen: believe your parents when they say high school flies by fast. Favorite quote: you can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep reopening the last one. Jordan Keltz. Our next senior is Alex Lannoo. She is escorted by Amanda and Kyle Dorney and Aaron and Nicole Lannoo. Alex has been playing volleyball for 10 years. Her inspiration to continue playing is her love for the game. She absolutely loves being on the court with her teammates and the intensity they all bring. Alex plans on studying occupational therapy after graduating. Her best memory with the volleyball team is playing tag in the hallways of other schools at away games. Advice for underclassmen: don't take your 4 years for granted. It goes by fast, and cherish every moment of it. Favorite quote: train insane or remain the same. Alex Lannoo. Our next senior is Nicole Mitchell. She is escorted by Kara and David Mitchell. Nikki has been playing volleyball for 10 years. Her inspiration to keep playing are those who aren't able to play. Nikki plans on attending Michigan State University to study psychology to become a pediatric psychologist. Her favorite memory with the team was on the bus ride home from John Glenn, and Lacey said, "I only had one tooth," and Kinsey spit her water everywhere. Advice to underclassmen: don't take anything for granted, because there are people out in the world who dream of being able to do what you do. Favorite quote: the most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters. Audrey Hepburn, Nikki Mitchell. Our next senior is Quora Neff. She is escorted by Jessica and Bracken Neff. Quora has been playing volleyball for 9 years. Her inspiration to keep playing is her love for the game and spending time with the people she loves the most, her teammates. After high school, she plans on studying to become a pediatric nurse at IUPUI. Her favorite memory with the team is when her and Nikki were putting away the rep stand and it almost fell on them. Advice to underclassmen: enjoy the time you have with your teammates, because it's a bond you make that you won't ever forget. Her favorite quote: sometimes you won't ever know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Dr. Seuss. Quora Neff. Our next senior is Courtney Pelletier. She is escorted by Lori and Galen Pelletier. Courtney has been playing volleyball for 10 years. Her inspiration to keep playing is the drive to win and the love for her teammates. Her plans after high school are to play volleyball at St. Mary's. Courtney's favorite memory with the team is playing tag in the hallways before games. Advice to underclassmen: Mishawaka volleyball is rare. If you get the chance to be a part of this family, don't take it for granted. Give every game your all. Her favorite quote: be a positive energy trampoline. Absorb what you need and rebound more back. Courtney Pelletier. Our next senior is Emma Watford. She's escorted by Mindy and Jeremy Watford. Emma has been playing volleyball for 8 years. Her inspiration to keep playing is growing up surrounded by volleyball, and she's always wanted to play for Uncle Steve. Emma wants to attend St. Mary's in the fall and follow the path to become an anesthesiologist and major in pre-med. Her favorite memory with the team is last year's Porta Pit sale when Coach Steve dressed up as a chicken. Advice to underclassmen: keep an open mind and try new things. High school flies by. Don't miss out on anything. Her favorite quote: 900 square feet and you couldn't hit any of them. Steve Anderson. Let's have a nice round of applause for these great seniors.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Evan Bordner alongside Alex Glassburn here, as we'll be bringing you coverage of Mishawaka versus Jimtown here in the Cave. You guys just saw senior night there. Good opportunity to come out and honor all our seniors. It looks like they'll receive some plaques with maybe their jersey and their name on it. Really, really cool ceremony to be a part of. So, Alex, you're here. You're ready to go. How's it feel, man?
Feels great, Evan. Making my Mishawaka Network debut for volleyball.
Absolutely.
And on commentary. So I'm ready to get this bad boy on the road and get started.
And Alex has been helping us out quite a bit here, you know, in the class and this. So a lot of the content that you're seeing, like, out on the YouTube, a lot of it's him. I mean, we all have a part in it, but he's really, really been helping us. As we will get things underway here, they'll be clearing the thing here. Lots of tears down there, I see. It's always kind of a moving moment. Nonetheless, though, we will get started here shortly. As soon as we get out, we will bring you your starting six. We want to give a shout out to our awesome crew here tonight. Obviously, me and Alex are on commentary, but we got Parker running the board and the score. We got Danny over here on the top camera. We've got none other than Drew Mason down on the bottom camera, and we got Troy just kind of out here helping out. Matt and some of the other guys from the network are over at the football game right now, freshman football game, doing that. And speaking of football games, tomorrow, Friday, Mishawaka will take on St. Joe. That should be a big game. Cavemen off to a good start here. I believe they're 5-1.
Yes, undefeated in the state.
Undefeated in the state. Their only loss coming to top 5 Illinois team, Marist.
Yeah, a close game.
Yeah, 27-24 was the final score, so it was real close. So Mishawaka really on a roll. You know, we encourage you guys to come out and watch them as we will be getting started here shortly. But if you can't make it out, you know who's got your back. The Mishawaka Network will be out there. We'll be out there bringing you coverage. So make sure you watch that. As we are dark. Gonna be honest,
this is a little new. Student section got the glow sticks.
Yeah, we were not expecting this, but nonetheless, here we are. We got our bottom cameras pretty much blacked out.
This is pretty neat.
They come. Pretty cool entrance here by the Cavemen as they're coming out with glow sticks in the dark. That's pretty cool.
Very cool for senior night.
And we will get started here shortly. Again, Mishawaka taking on Jimtown here as I adjust my mic. Sorry about that. Working on getting the levels figured out here. And the Cavemen, the Lady Cavemen here, the volleyball team off to a good start. Their last home game against Riley. They won 3-0 here. They also won against Marion as Steve Anderson went to Marion and met his brother Dan Anderson, and I do believe the Cavemen won there as well.
We got a pretty full cave here tonight for senior night.
Absolutely. The student section came to show out. They're supporting all sports down there, as that's been a big movement here at Mishawaka, supporting all sports. So that's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, especially we got people coming out with the tennis matches, soccer, boys and girls. Got them coming to volleyball, and as a player myself, we all appreciate it.
Absolutely, and we've talked about it. You're a player on the tennis team. How are you guys doing this year?
Actually, the season just wrapped up yesterday, and we unfortunately fell to Adams 0-5, but we had a pretty good season. I believe we were above 500, but the program is going to be looking pretty sharp here in the future. Unfortunately, I am a senior, and I will not be coming back to the program, but if you're a student still at Mishawaka, be looking for that tennis team. That tennis team is going to be one to be reckoned with, I tell you that.
Absolutely, and maybe you want to join it. Maybe you want to become a tennis player. Speaking of joining things, a lot of seniors going to be leaving the Mishawaka network here soon. So if you are a student out there watching, we encourage you to maybe look into joining the network. It's a great opportunity, and we have some of the best equipment and such in the nation. Not in the nation, sorry, in the state. I'm not sure we're there yet, but we're working our way towards there. Some of the best stuff in the state is what I meant to say. So, yeah, if you want to learn, go ahead, come out. You would want to talk to Mr. Rendell. He'll get you started. But nonetheless, I do believe we will be starting here shortly, about 2 minutes, 30 seconds until we are off. Just warming up a little bit. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is senior night. If you want to see the senior night, you can come to the beginning. Or go to the beginning, excuse me. Sorry, lots going on up here. Again, Cavemen versus Jimtown. We will be back with you shortly at the start of the game. And we are back. We will be getting started very shortly here, about 5 seconds on the clock as they will clear, and we will start pregame ceremonies.
You have any idea what the record is, Evan, on the Lady Cavemen?
I'm not 100% sure. I know that all the home games I've been at, I really don't think I've seen a loss here at home yet. Cavemen look to be pretty good when they have the home court advantage. As far as the road, I really don't know. Really kind of cool atmosphere here, though, in the cave tonight. As, we've mentioned it's senior night. We got a pretty big crowd out here. Everybody's just kind of reminiscing, and it's really kind of cool to be in this right now.
Yeah, we have current teachers, former teachers even. We have
here.
the John Young volleyball team, it looks like. Full stands, as Evan said. It looks like it'd be amazing crowd.
Absolutely, and it's always awesome when you can get the younger players out here, the John Young team out to watch and kind of see what they're going to be looking forward to here in the future, as they'll have some big shoes to fill. This is a pretty good team.
Oh yes, and especially with having 7 seniors graduate this year. That means a lot of shoes to fill.
Absolutely. There's going to be a big turnover rate as they'll have to, fill those shoes with. But I think some of the younger players are pretty good. So I really think the future is bright here. I know Steve Anderson is an amazing coach, Hall of Fame worthy, especially here. He's done a lot for this program really over the years, and we're glad to have him.
He's won a state championship as well, hasn't he?
Absolutely. I believe he has. He might even have a couple. And it looks like Jimtown will come onto the court to do their little warm-up practice session. So that gives us about roughly 7 minutes until game time. So we will be back. You're watching the Mishawaka Network. And we're just going to come back to you for a quick second. Mishawaka doing their warm-ups. So we got about 7 minutes now until game time. We weren't 100% sure, but now we know. 7 minutes until game time. Then we will go to the pregame stuff, you know, the anthem, everything, and then we'll get started. So just stick with us. You're watching the Mishawaka Network. And we are back. About 30 seconds until game time. We will get things going here. We've got some national anthem still to come. You know, as we've mentioned a couple times throughout the night, really full crowd here. It's kind of cool to see everybody out to support their seniors. We got the John Young student section down here dancing a little bit.
Yeah, kind of going along with our cadences a little bit.
Kind of going along with us a little bit, so it's kind of nice. But yeah, we are out here and we're ready to go. So.
Looks like all the players and the officials are coming out. We're going to get ready for the national anthem.
And we will get things started here shortly. I'm going to see if we can't get the introductions here.
And welcome our visitors from Jimtown to Jimtown Jimmy's against your Mishawaka Cavemen. Let's meet the teams. First for the Jimtown Jimmy's. First the non-starters. Number 5, Camry Garriston. Number 6, Sierra Thomas. Number 7, she's a senior, Sue Vandigriff. Excuse me, Sue's a starter. Another non-starter, Kelly Campbell. And number 12, Riley McPhee. Now the starting lineup for the Jimtown Jimmy's. Number 1, a sophomore, libero Kendall Griffey. Number 2, a junior, Gabby Desimone. Number 3, a junior, Gianna Desimone. Now, number 7, a senior, Sue Vandegrift. Number 9, the captain, a senior, Cassidy Stokes. Number 10, a junior, Isabel Ortega. And number 13, a senior, Anna Pope. Head coach is Mr. Bill Stoss. Now for your Mishawaka Cavemen. First, the non-starters for the Cavemen. Number 1, a sophomore, 5'10" sophomore, Hannah Weiss. Number 3, a 5'8" sophomore, number 3, Abby Marson. Number 5, 5'4" and a junior, Lacey Jones. Number 6, 5'5" and a junior, Mackenzie Thornton. Number 9, 5'8" and a junior, Bailey Reister. Number 14, 5'5" and a sophomore, Claire Scheid. Number 22, a captain, a senior, Emma Watford. And number 23, 5'9" and a junior, Jordan Holland. Now the starting lineup for your Mishawaka Cavemen. Number 2, the captain, 5'5", she's a senior, Nicole Mitchell. Number 4, she's a senior, 5'8", Alex Lannoo. Number 7, she's a senior, 5'9", Megan Fry. Number 10, the libero, a senior at 5'6", Jordan Keltz. Number 11, a captain, 5'9", and a senior, Courtney Pelletier. Number 17, 5'6", and a senior, Quora Neff. Coaches for the Cavemen, Mr. Steve Anderson, John Presnell, Randa Adams, and Brittany Duff.
Brandy. She's a senior.
Also, our senior manager, Brandy Venable. And our scorekeeper, Jason Ringel. Let's play some volleyball.
And hello and welcome everybody to the Mishawaka Network. Once again, Evan Bordner alongside Alex Glassburn here as we will get things set and ready to go. Finally, after some senior night, some pregame ceremony, some warm-ups, we are ready to rock and roll here.
And a wonderful introduction from Mr. Barnhart
yes,
as well.
Thank you, Mr. Barnhart, for that absolutely wonderful introduction. Cavemen will be hitting from right to left here. And your libero on the night looks like it will be Emma Watford, number 22.
Looks like we're going to have a great student section for this matchup.
Yeah, student section's really, really good out there. As it'll be Emma Watford serving for the Cavemen here to start off the first set. Again, best of 3 sets here. Best of 5 sets, excuse me, as the first serve from Watford is good. And Mishawaka will get the first point on the night.
It was very, very good defensive play by Courtney Pelletier right there.
Absolutely fantastic. Serve is good. Jimtown will get over here off the top of the hand, maybe it looks like. Oh, they need to get over here. Lannoo does. Good play there by Anna Pope.
Nikki Mitchell sets up Courtney Pelletier.
Pelletier just barely clears the net there. So the Quora Neff, big hit.
And it's good.
Yeah, point Cavemen there. As the Cave already hype here tonight. You know, not a lot of place for this sound to go here, so when they get hyped, they really, really gets loud in here. And, you know, everything's always funner when it's loud. Watford serve good. It's a big hit by Jimtown. Fry, huge hit, point Cavemen.
Very good communication, looks like, from the Cavemen.
Yeah, that's been one of their strong suits here over the season, I've noticed. As their communication's good, they're really calling it out to each other. Serve good. Anna Pope able to get it up in the air for Jimtown. And just a little bit short. That was number 9, Cassidy Stoss. Just couldn't quite get the clearance there. As Mishawaka is off to an early lead, 4-0 here in the first set. As Vandy Griff just a little bit too short there.
The Cavemen are doing a very good job of making sure that ball does not come over.
Absolutely, and we're off to a timeout already. As Mishawaka, as Alex mentioned, a hot start.
What do you think they're going over in this timeout, Evan?
I think they may just be taking that timeout to kind of slow things down. Things were getting pretty fast there. It's really, really hard to say early on here, but, I mean, it's impressive. Mishawaka, I mean, 5-0 here early.
Oh, yeah. I think Steve Anderson in his huddle is telling him, keep the communication up. I think it's really going in their favor.
Yeah, I think you're right there. As Watford, once again, out to serve for the Cavemen. Her serve is good. It's a good hit. Megan Fry able to pop it up in the air, and Pelletier will just tap it over. Good effort, and they keep it alive, and they get it over.
Megan Fry keeping it alive.
The air, yeah. As Neff, big hit. Jimtown able to keep it alive. Good back and forth here early.
Some good volleys going on right now.
As they'll need to get over here, they do. Alex Lannoo with the big hit. And that was a dive, but she gets it over.
Nikki Mitchell's going to set it up for Courtney Pelletier.
And Pelletier blocked, but she's able to get it over. Megan Fry, they'll need to get it over here. A little out, and looks like they may have just kind of freaked out there. Good back and forth, good volleys. Watford just couldn't quite get it over there. They needed to. 5-1 is your score here early.
If I were the K-Man, I have nothing to be disappointed on right there. That was very good.
That was a good back and forth. As Pelletier, big hit blocked, and point Jimtown.
After that timeout, it looks like the Jimtown Jimmies are coming out, and they have the same mindset as the Cavemen did before their timeout.
Yeah,
they're making sure the ball does not come over.
They're coming out strong here. It looks like that'll be number 3, Gianna Desimone, yeah. Gianna Desimone, as that will be point Cavemen.
As seniors, captain Nikki Mitchell will be on the serve.
Her serve is good. And a good hit by Vandy Griff there.
Nikki Mitchell sets up Courtney.
And off the top of the net, Cavemen will get the point. 7-2. As Mitchell served good here for the Cavemen. Nice hit there by Stos.
Diving effort by Nikki Mitchell right there. Just a little too out of her reach, but that is perfectly fine as the Cavemen are up 7-3.
And it looks like Kendall Griffey, the libero here for the Jimmies, will be on the serve. Her serve is good. As Fry able to get up in the air, Pelletier will just tap it over. And
very good placement.
Yeah, very, very good placement. Tried to hit it up and get it to one of her teammates, but just went the wrong way, and nobody was just quite there.
Gonna be Quora Neff on the serve.
Serve is good. As they will get it over. Lannoo gets up in the air. Pelletier puts
very
it in
good
the
placement again.
Yeah, puts it in the corner there, just away from everybody. Gets the point. As Neff back to serve again. Her name is Quora Neff, just so everybody knows. May have had a little mess up on the introductions, but that's okay. As that'll be point Jimmy's. Number 10, Isabel Ortega back to serve for the Jimmies. As her first serve is good. And a really, really good play there by Nikki.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go over, and the Jimmies were about to tip it right back over.
Yep.
Lannoo sets it up as Megan Fry hits.
Huge hit by Fry. And looking it over, and just a little bit too much juice as that'll sail out of bounds. Cavemen point. And looks like Jordan Keltz will sub in for Emma Watford. She's another one of our seniors here tonight. She will see her first action of the night.
And that serve was by senior captain Courtney Pelletier, and that was good.
As it'll be point Cavemen.
And Courtney Pelletier will also serve again.
Her serve is good. As Jimtown will get it over, and I believe that was out. Yep. That was out, just a little bit too far. 12-4 here is the score here in the first set. Mishawaka have the lead. As Pelletier's serve will be good. And a huge hit right off the hands of Pelletier there. As she will sub out for Watford.
It is Cassidy Stos with the serve. And that serve is good.
As Lannoo will pop the ball up there, and Fry comes back, deflected off the hands. That deflection keeps it alive for the Jimmies. As they would get a big hit, and once again, just a little bit too much as that sails out of bounds. Point Cavemen. That's Lannoo back to serve for the Cavemen. Her serve is good. As they'll just kind of tap it over.
Megan Fry keeps that alive.
And just a little bit too short there, as it'll be point Cavemen.
Megan Fry was right there too, so if that ball just barely went over, she would have nicked it right there. That'd been very nice, either way.
Fry definitely one of the major players for this team. As she's also one of our seniors tonight. As that will be a nice hit there by number 3 of the Jimtown Jimmies. But Jordan Keltz answers back just a little bit too, not quite sure they gave the point to. Looks like they will give the point to the Jimmies, out of bounds. Looked like maybe there was a little miscommunication there. Nonetheless, Jimtown on the serve. That was number 2, Desimone.
Very nice effort by Quora Neff. Just bounced off of Jordan Keltz's leg out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be Jimmy serve. That is Gabby Desimone on the serve, and the serve is good. Lannoo pops it up to Nikki Mitchell.
Fry big hit and shanks off the hands of Stos there. Point Cavemen. It'll be Fry back to serve for the Cavemen. Her first serve good. And good effort there by Lannoo. They'll need to get it over here. Watford does. And good placement as they'll get the point there. Nobody was over there. Point Jimmy's 15-8 your score here in the first set. Cavemen lead. That'll be number 13, Anna Pope, back to serve for the Jimmies. Her first serve is good.
Nicole Mitchell sets it up for Jordan Keltz.
Absolutely, and Keltz bats it over. Massive hit there.
Megan Fry able to keep that alive and set it up.
And a good block there by Sue Vandegrift of the Jimmies, as that'll be point Jimmies. And the Pope serve is good. And it looks like she just tried to tap it over.
Nicole Mitchell was there to block that.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get it, as that'll be point Cavemen.
Senior captain Emma Watford, on the serve right there.
And he's going to say that's in, just kind of corner pocketed it there. Placement's been really good by both of these teams so far here, Alex.
Oh, yeah, and even if the ball is a little out of their reach, both teams are diving for it and giving great effort.
As that will be Gianna DeSimone there with her serve for the Jimmies, and just a little bit too far.
Looked like it was right on the line. Very nice play by the Cavemen.
Yeah, and I thought it was too far, but yeah, it looks like they're going to give the point to the Cavemen, as that was, as Alex mentioned, right on the line. That'll be Mitchell, Nikki Mitchell back to serve for the Cavemen. Her serve is good. Pope able to get it up there. Huge hit. Really, really nice hit there by Stos, as that'll give Jimmy's the point. Jimmy's looking maybe to mount a comeback here in the first set, as they're only six points away from tying it up.
This will be Kendall Griffey on the serve for the Jimmies.
Her serve is good. Lannoo pops it up in the air as Pelletier, but it's blocked and goes out of bounds. That'll be point Jimmies.
I think the argument was that Caveman hit the net.
Oh, okay. All right. That'll be Griffey back to serve. Big hit right to Watford.
Jordan Keltz with very good placement.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, Quora Neff.
And you know, Jimtown kind of a smaller school, but really in any sport, not one that you quite overlook.
Oh no, basketball, football even. They're very good, very competitive school.
And much like Mishawaka, very storied. Lots of history. So a bit of a smaller school, but definitely not one that you take for granted. It has a nice little back and forth going on here.
In fact, our head football coach, Keith Kinder, graduated from Jimtown.
As well as our head women's basketball coach, Sarah Deshone. So two Jimtown Jimmies now over on the Mishawaka side. We're glad to have them, as that'll be a huge hit. Bounces off, shanks off the hands, and we got Quora Neff going into the stands there.
Very great effort.
Yeah, everybody's okay though. As that'll be point Jimmies. Jimmy's on a bit of a run here.
Very scary when you see a player in basketball or volleyball or any sport running towards the bench or the sidelines.
Absolutely. Makes you think of Shaquille O'Neal a little bit, running towards the sidelines and everybody's dodging out of the way. As that'll be Isabel Ortega back to serve for the Jimmies. Her serve is good. As Quora Neff will get it up, they'll need to get it over here. They do. Quora Neff, big hit.
Jimmy's just short. Yes. The point will go to the Cavemen.
Stos's hit there was just a little bit too low. Kind of tapped the top of the net, and sometimes those go over. That one didn't. As Pelletier will be back to serve for the Cavemen. Her serve is good. As Pope able to get it over.
Mitchell sets it up for Lannoo.
Lannoo gets it over.
DeSimone was able to save that. And it looks like it'll be good.
Keep it alive. I think that may hit the ref. So they'll give that point to the Jimmies. Jimmy's on a bit of a run here. 19-14 your score here in the first. Mishawaka hanging on to that lead here. Again, 25 to win a set is what is needed. So whoever's the first to reach that.
It'll be Bailey Reisner on the serve for the Jimmies.
Correction, that'd be Cassidy Stos. Keltz able to keep it alive for the Cavemen. There's a nice little hit there.
Great effort on that save.
Yeah, great effort there by Lannoo. Getting over backwards. He's looking at a big hit. Watford keeps it alive.
Mitchell sets it up for Fry.
Fry, huge hit. And that will be point Cavemen.
Very good effort.
And really, I've been to most of these home games here, but I can tell you that there's a different energy here in the Cave tonight. These people are here. They're excited to be here. A matchup between two great teams. The feeling is just magnificent here, as Lannoo's serve is good.
And especially when you can get the crowd into it, makes the atmosphere very great for a player.
Absolutely. And a huge hit will get the Jimmies the point. As we have Gabby DeSimone on the serve for the Jimmies.
Nikki Mitchell setting up for Fry.
Yeah, Fry, a huge hit, and they will give it point Cavemen. Not quite sure what happened there, but nonetheless scores 21-15 here in the first set. Cavemen just 4 points away from getting the dub here in this set. However, the Jimmies not far behind, as Fry, her first serve is good. Not her first serve now, of course. As Fry will get a huge hit off the hands and just couldn't quite get it over. Could Anna Pope there.
Fry on the serve.
Serve is good. So that'll be Ortega popping it up in the air, and they're able to get it over.
DeSimone hits it right over as Mitchell sets up Fry, or Neff, my bad.
And Megan Fry able to get it up there as Quora Neff will get it down, but the Jimmies will keep it alive. Anna Pope hit just a little bit too short there. Maybe didn't get quite square on the hand like she wanted to, as the score is 23-15. Cavemen just 2 points away from getting the win here in the first set. As Fry, big hit.
Vandergriff able to hit it over as a nice save by Lannoo.
And they're able to keep it alive. Lannoo pops it up, and that'll be point Jimmies.
Earlier we had talked about the great communication. It looked like just right there, Mitchell and Fry were not able to work that out.
A bit of a communication breakdown there maybe, as number 13, Anna Pope, will be back on the serve here for Jimtown. Serve is good.
Mitchell sets it up to Keltz.
Keltz, big hit over.
As DeSimone hits it over. Great diving effort by Lannoo.
As Neff, big hit, and point Cavemen.
Very great point, as Vandergriff looked like she couldn't quite hit it over. As the Cavemen only need one more point to gain this set.
Absolutely. Set point here as Watford. Her serve is good. As Vandergriff couldn't quite get it over, Mishawaka will take the win in the first set, 25-16. As they will switch sides. We will be back with you shortly. This is the Mishawaka Network. And we'll bring you back. Evan Bordner alongside Alex Glassburn as we are entering the second set. Alex, how you feeling about this Mishawaka team so far?
Oh, I think they're doing very great. There's great effort, great communication.
Yeah, really, really, really good effort by the entire team. Both teams, really. As you know, the Jimmies weren't far behind the Cavemen, really. Just a couple of mistakes may have, changed the course of that game. So,
well, the Cavemen came out very, very strong. Jimmy's head coach called a timeout. The Jimmies came back out and had a great effort. Looked like they were coming back for a second, Evan.
Absolutely. But Mishawaka was able to stifle that comeback, kind of keep the momentum in their favor as they will keep things going. Second set, of course, here starting. Mishawaka hitting left to right.
Be Anna Pope on the first serve for the Jimmies.
As that first serve will be good. Weiss, huge hit. Able to keep it alive as Jimtown and couldn't quite get it over. Vandy tried, couldn't quite do it. As Caveman will take the first point of the set. Mitchell back here to serve. Her serve is good. And just kind of batted it back there, Ortega did, as the ball will go into the stands. Look out down there. Mitchell serve good here. Pope able to get it up. Ortega to Vandy and point.
Vandy with the placement just came in unable to reach.
Really, really good there. Big hole left there on the Caveman side.
It's going to be Gianna Desimone on the serve. Nikki Mitchell pops up to Jordan Holland.
Holland
just a little too hard on that serve,
yeah,
or on the pop-up.
I'm fairly certain that would have went through the wall had it made contact, as that was a very, very hard hit. As Desimone, serve is good, and kind of shanks off the hands of Watford. That'll go out of bounds.
Jimmy's take a 3-2 lead.
Their first lead of the night. Desimone once again back to serve. Serve is good.
Lannoo gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell pops it up to Fry, and Fry's point is good.
As it'll be Pelletier coming in for Weiss there. As Watford back to serve for the Cavemen. Her serve is good. As they get over to the Jimtown side, just kind of popped it up there. And they'll get it over. Fry able to pop it up for the Cavemen, Nikki Mitchell, and Holland puts it over, but Jimtown keeps it alive. As Desimone, good hit there.
Looks like Ortega might have tackled Desimone right there for a second.
Pelletier coming up with the point for the Cavemen there. 4-3 is your score here in the second set. Looks like they haven't quite changed that there on the scoreboard. It's okay, though. As Watford, her serve is good.
Ortega pops it up to Stos.
And Fry, big hit, and point Cavemen. Once again, flying into the stands, knocking some papers down. Look out down there. Always got to keep your eyes on the match going on. Don't want to get hit.
It's a pretty big hits going on so far as Watford gets with the serve. As Desimone keeps it alive, Ortega hits it up to Vandergriff, and Vandergriff puts it down for the Jimmies.
Yeah, really, really good hit. For your early score here in the second set. Cavemen lead by 1. Jimtown serve is good. Watford gets it up. Mitchell puts it, and they'll keep it alive as they'll get it over, and Pelletier blocks it.
Pelletier able to keep it alive
yeah,
as
Fry,
Mitchell came in.
And
wow.
Just corner pockets it there. Good shot. 6-4. Fry, just such a hard hit does she deliver. As Fry serve good and shanks off the hands. That'll be point Cavemen. As Fry's serve is good. Once again, high and a little bit too high. She almost hit the little archway where we started senior night there.
Fry with the serve once again.
Able to keep it alive, and they'll get it over.
Mitchell pops it up to Pelletier.
Pelletier.
Very good placement.
Look out down there, ref.
Looks like the official is going to move the water basket for the Jimmies, as the ball 2 plays ago had previously ricocheted off of it.
Yeah, and that one player almost ran over it, actually tripped over it, and that'll be timeout, Jimmies. As there was a lot going on there in that little minute of time. Really, really good effort here, once again, as we've mentioned, by both teams. Really, if you're either team, you can't be upset right now with the effort that's being shown.
110% agree. Is there anything that stands out to you, Evan?
What stands out to me, as we've mentioned, is the communication really seems to be on point, but the placement of these balls, really, really good job by both teams, really. But Cavemen just really, hitting it where people aren't, you know what I mean? And that's getting them a lot of points, But, yeah, just everything's really good game. Effort is there. Things are just really, really good. And once again, we do want to mention tomorrow, the varsity football team will take on St. Joe at home. They are 5-1, undefeated in the state of Indiana. So definitely come out and watch. And actually, #1 in 4A. So that's huge.
That's very impressive.
Very, very big for the Cavemen. So come out and see this very, very good team tomorrow. However, if you can't, the Mishawaka Network will be broadcasting it for you, as we will get you back to the action. Fry here to serve. As Ortega gets it up. And a good block there by the front of the Cavemen.
Looks like Pelletier might have hit that, as Holland hits it back to Mitchell. Mitchell hits it back to Holland.
And they bounce it up. They need to get over here. They do. And out of bounds. Just a little bit too much there. And Fry thought about it. And we have seen in the past balls that were going out of bounds. And unfortunately, the player went for it when they really, should have just left it alone.
Very good eyes.
Yeah, very good eyes. Very good awareness there by Fry. As Ortega once again gets it up.
Desmond hits it. Looked like Watford was able to keep it alive. Hit it to Pelletier, and Pelletier just got it over.
Really,
very good placement.
Really, really good play there by Pelletier. You see the smile on her face. She knows that was good. As Fry once again on the serve here. As Jimtown, they tried to just pop it over. Couldn't quite do it, as it was just a little low. Cavemen point 12-4. Sorry, here is your score in the second. Fry's serve is good.
Desmond pops it up to Ortega.
And a big hit there by Stos. As that'll be point Jimmy's. Ortega. Big hit. Hits it over, pops it off the top of the net. However, it's still good, as Fry, big hit, and point.
Once again, Fry with the big hits, really keeping the Cavemen in this game, just keeping that lead, making sure the Jimmies don't come back.
Absolutely. 13-5 your score here in the second.
Jordan Holland with the serve. And it barely gets over the net.
And a big hit by Holland. As Pope able to get it up. And DeSimone able to get it over.
Holland sets it up for Pelletier. And very good placement once again by the Cavemen.
Yeah, really, really good showing here by the Cavemen so far. 15-5 your score here in the second. Cavemen with the 10-point lead. Holland back to serve. As her serve will be good. Jimtown able to get it up. And they'll get it over as it bounced over to Watford. Holland puts it up, and Barson, big hit, ricocheted back. Good block there by the Jimmies. Point Jimtown.
Holland sets it up for Pelletier as it's just out of bounds. Be Jimmy point. Could be Cassidy Stos on the serve for the Jimmies.
Her serve is good. Nikki Mitchell able to get it up in the air. As Barson, big hit, and they'll say that's in. Yeah, point Cavemen. And Pelletier back to serve for the Cavemen. Serve is good. And a big hit there by Jimtown.
Good save by Pelletier.
And Weiss, big hit, just a little bit too much mustard there. As DeSimone, and I think they'll give the point to Cavemen. Not sure what happened there. Oh, maybe they won't. A little bit of miscommunication. Looks like I think they'll give that point to the Jimmies. DeSimone, her serve is good. As Barson. And Weiss, big hit, just a little bit too short. As that puts the Jimmies within a 6-point deficit here. Looking to get their first set win of the night. They are down 6 points. As her serve, good.
Holland barely tips it over. Looked like she was going to set up for the Cavemen, but
a little bit of trickery there. And point Caveman, looks like they'll say double hit. As Lannoo will sub in for Barson and go back to serve. As Lannoo's serve is good.
Ortega sets it up for DeSimone as Holland keeps it alive. Another big hit.
Again, placement there. Good effort there by DeSimone. She kind of tried to lay out for it, but just couldn't quite get it. 18-10 your score here in the second set. Cavemen have the 8-point lead. As Pope able to get it over. No, it's blocked.
Megan Fry just able to jump up with her vertical and knock that back over.
Yeah, really, really good effort. Good job there. As looks like, I believe that was number 8, Callie Campbell coming in for DeSimone there. It is. As Ortega will get it up in the air.
Vandergrim hits it, but it's just a little too short.
Yeah, once again, that communication comes into play. A little bit off.
Lannoo with the serve, and it is good as Ortega hits it up.
Pope, huge hit, but once again blocked by either Fry or Weiss there. Didn't quite see who got a piece of that. 21-10 here, your score in the second. Cavemen have the big lead, and the Cavemen will take the timeout. Oh, excuse me, sorry, Jimtown with the timeout. Thank you for the correction there, Alex. As we will take a 1-minute timeout, we will be back. You are watching the Mishawaka Network. And we are back here. Again, you are watching the Mishawaka Network live on YouTube. as Cavemen just 4 points away from taking the set score here. As number 4, Alex Lannoo back to serve here for the Cavemen. As Lannoo's serve here, good.
Ortega hit it up to, it looks like it would be Anna Pope. And Pope with the placement, which was very good.
Yeah, really, really good job.
As Pope will take that serve for the Jimmies. And that serve is good as Lannoo hits it back up to Holland.
Mitchell, big hit and corner once again, gets it. And that ball went into the, looks like the trainer's room over there.
The consistency by the Cavemen is really good tonight.
Really, really good. They've been hitting the ball nice all night, getting the right placement. Overall, great performance here by the Cavemen. As Mitchell, her serve is good. And just a little bit too far was the hit by Campbell there, as that'll give Cavemen the point. 23-11 is your score here in the second. Just 2 points away from taking their second set win. That would move them to 2-0. As Ortega gets it up, and Vandegrift, yeah, big hit there. Able to get the point for the Jimmies.
Nikki Mitchell came up looking at her thumb. We can all hope that that is perfectly fine.
As the serve for the Jimmies, good. Holland, big hit and blocked.
Looked like it was Vandegrift or Ortega.
Yeah,
I couldn't see who got a piece of that cake.
I think they both got a piece of that there.
It's going to be Gianna Desimone on the serve for the Jimmies.
And we do want to mention there is 2 Desimones here tonight. There's Gianna and Gabby, as that'll be too far. Point, Cavemen. Set point here, as Watford will be back to serve. Watford's serve is good.
Ortega hits it up to Vandegrift.
And they're able to keep it alive and get it over. Great play there. As Pelletier, huge hit and bounce off the hands. That will give them the point. 25-13. Cavemen take the second set. They're up 2-0 on sets. Really, really good effort. What are you noticing here that we've cleared 2 sets, 2 wins for the Cavemen?
I believe what we've been talking about this whole match, Evan, is that the Cavemen are really putting it in great places that the Jimmies cannot reach.
Absolutely, and the middle school, John Young Middle School volleyball players coming out here to be recognized here.
As they are escorted out by Mrs. Whistler, math teacher here at Mishawaka.
And the high school team will come out and recognize them. That is the future Cavemen you're looking at, the future here of this volleyball program. And we will be right back. You are watching the Mishawaka Network. And we are back here to start the third set. Cavemen up 2-0 in the sets right now, so assuming they win this one, they will take the win for the night. As Watford will come in for Pelletier here. Jimmy's still searching for their first set win of the night as Lannoo's serve is good here to start the third set. Huge hit by Vandy there.
Watford just not able to hit it up for Lannoo to pop it back over, unfortunately, for the Cavemen.
As Pope. First serve of that, and once again just off the hands of Mitchell there.
Gonna be Pope with the serve.
Serve is good. Lannoo gets it up. And Fry, big hit off the hands there of Pope. It will sail out of bounds.
Does that give the Cavemen the first point that they...
Looks like they're going to say no, maybe not. Not quite sure what happened there. But it also looks like they're not giving Jimtown the point either, so not quite sure what happened there. Nonetheless, we're back.
Jordan Holland pops it up. Nikki Mitchell hits it over. Ortega sets it up.
And a huge, huge hit.
It's going to be point Cavemen.
Yeah, and that was Gianna Desimone there on the big hit for the Jimmies.
Mitchell with the serve.
Yeah, really, really good serve there. And a nice effort as they're able to get it over. And dodging under is Weiss, and point. Jimmies, they're out to an early lead, 3-1 here in the third set. Still searching for their first set win of the night. As it'll be Gianna Desimone there on the serve. He goes high and not able to do it. Watford, big hit, but she's good. As Jimtown out here swinging early.
Taking the biggest lead that they've had for the night, I believe.
Yep. As a good serve and goes out of bounds. Good job by Watford not to hit that, as Pelletier will come in for Weiss. 2-4 is the score here. Jimtown Jimmies with the 2-point lead over the Cavemen here in the third set. Watford's serve is good.
Desimone hits it to Vandergriff.
Able to keep it up, and the other Desimone able to get it over. As Pelletier, big hit. Looks like they whistled something. Not sure what happened there, and that'll give Jimtown the point. As that'll be Griffey on the serve here. Serve is good.
Mitchell pops up to Fry with a big hit as the Cavemen get that point.
Yeah, that was able just to quite, stay on the side of the Jimmies here. As Fry's serve is good. Ortega able to get it up.
Mitchell with another diving effort, just not able to get there.
Yeah, a lot of effort there shown by Mitchell. Just couldn't quite get it over. As once again we've mentioned, the Jimmies here in control for the first time is what I was trying to say. Got a little bit distracted. As it'll be point Cavemen. Holland back with the serve, number 23, Jordan Holland. As her serve just a little bit too low, hits the net. That'll be Cassidy Stos. Her serve is good.
Barson pops up to Holland. Holland pops up to Pelletier. Pelletier's hit is good. Once again, good placement by the Cavemen.
Really, really good hit by Pelletier there. Just good hit all around. Jimmy's holding on to a 2-point lead here. And once again, communication comes into a factor as the Jimmies just couldn't quite get it over there.
And before that serve, there was a quick substitution. Hannah Weiss coming in for Emma Watford, as Pelletier's serve is good.
And a huge, huge hit
by Gabby Desimone,
as that'll give the Jimmies the point. Just kind of hit off the hands there of Megan Fry. Desimone back to serve. Fry able to get it up as Mitchell able to get it.
Vandergriff pops it over. Fry keeps it alive.
And a nice hit there by Barson. But the Jimtown Jimmies able to keep it alive.
Holland hits it up.
Another big hit by Barson there.
Really good action going on right here.
Yeah, lots of back and forth. And Barson just not able to quite clear the net there, as that'll give the Jimmies a 9-6 lead here in the third set. Again, looking for their first set win of the night.
Holland hits to Mitchell. Mitchell barely hits it.
And a huge hit, and that just made it. The ref will give it to him. 10-6.
Looked like the Courtney Pelletier hit a while back in the first set.
Yeah, just barely on the line there, but able to keep it in.
Be Gabby Desimone on the serve here for the Jimmies.
And the Jimmies on a bit of a run, but they will take a timeout here.
Evan, if you're the Cavemen, what are you talking about in this timeout to come back and take this lead?
I'm thinking right now you might want to tell them maybe not to let off the pedal. You know, it's when you got the big lead, you know, it's getting towards the end. You kind of feel like you can let off the gas a little bit. But that's when some of the biggest comebacks in sports history have happened. So you really don't want to let off the pedal. You want to keep pushing it until it's over. You don't want to let the Jimtown Jimmies get back into this. We know that. They get back into this, they win this set, that could really shift things around, shift momentum, and get things going in the direction that the Cavemen don't want it to go. So they're going to want to keep hitting it hard, just kind of find their groove again, and get this last set win and get out of here.
Gabby Desimone on the serve still for the Jimmies.
And a really, really good serve. Watford able to keep it alive as Mitchell able to get it over. Ortega, yep, big hit, and once again, good point there by the Jimmies. Watford dove for it, couldn't quite get it. Good effort, though.
Looks like the Jimmies are picking up on the Caveman mentality of the first and the second sets, hitting it in good spots and getting those big hits.
Absolutely, as that's Desimone. Her serve just barely good, hits the top of the net there. And a huge hit, probably would have went out of bounds had they not touched it. They'll need to get it over here. Vandergriff does, despite the miscommunication. And Weiss, big hit, able to keep it alive. Once again, the back and forth big here. Barson gets it over. Jimtown able to keep it alive. Vandergriff, big hit over.
Fry keeps that alive as Holland.
And once again, blocked, but able to get it as Holland. And Jimtown just takes it there. 6-12 is the lead here in the third set.
Great effort all around.
Ortega able to get it up, and Pope able to get it over as that goes out of bounds.
Good eyes by Emma Watford.
And Barson. You saw Barson think about it, realizing it was going out of bounds. She kind of stopped, let it go out of bounds, and they were able to get the point off that. Cavemen looking at their biggest deficit of the night, 7-12 is the lead. Jimtown Jimmies have it as Watford able to keep it alive, and Fry, huge hit.
Looked like Desimone was setting up, but Ortega interfered with that. And Desimone looked a little upset.
You see Ortega down there apologizing for that. As Lannoo, her serve is good. And a good really good block there by the Cavemen.
I couldn't tell if that was Barson or it was Fry that got that nice tip, but needless to say, the Cavemen still got the point.
Absolutely.
Lannoo with the serve, and it is good.
Pope just kind of like backhanded it there. It was able to get it over, though. As Mitchell, big hit, probably would have went out of bounds had they left it alone, and Pope not quite able to get it as Cavemen will take the lead. They're on a bit of a run and a comeback here as they are now only 2 points away from taking the lead. And a timeout. We will be right back. This is the Mishawaka Network. And we are back here. Sorry about that. Lannoo, her serve is good.
Holland sets up Fry, and Fry with another big hit. She's had plenty of those tonight, Evan.
Absolutely. And score 11-12 here in the third. Cavemen just 2 points away from taking the lead back from the Jimmies. And now if you're the Jimmies, you know, we talked about not letting the pedal slip, you know. Don't get off the pedal. Jimmies may be facing that themselves now, kind of letting things go. As that will tie it once again. 12-12 here is your score here in the third. Cavemen have the 2-0 set wins. As Lannoo's serve is good, and, well, no, not good, just a little bit low.
It's going to be Anna Pope on the serve for the Jimmies.
And once again, placement good for the Cavemen. I believe that was
Weiss.
Weiss, yes. Good hit there. Once again, tied here in the third set, 13-13.
Senior Quora Neff with the serve for the Cavemen.
Her serve is good. Pope able to get it up. Ortega over to Vandegrift. And just barely made it, staying within the lines. As we've got a bit of back and forth here between the teams now, as far as score-wise.
Both fighting for this third set.
Yeah, and if you're the Jimtown Jimmies here, you're really in a fight of your life, as if you lose this one, you lose the game. So they're looking to keep their hopes alive. To
Good placement as there was collision by Ortega and Desmond Moore. Sorry, Evan, for the interruption.
No, that's all right. That's just a showing that communication, you know, huge factor here.
Ortega hits it to Vandegrift.
Yeah, Vandegrift, big hit, and off the hands. Look out, hit the arch there. That'll be Griff, the libero, back to serve for the Jimmies. Neff able to get it up in the air, and Fry will come down just a little bit short, though. 16-14 your score here. The Jimtown Jimmies lead by 2, looking to get their first set win of the night and a crucial set win, as that will keep their hopes alive. As Griff, her serve is good. Lannoo able to get it up in the air here as Fry bats it down off the hands and way out into the stands. 15-16 your score here. Keeping it close are these two teams.
It's going to be senior Megan Fry for the serve for the Cavemen.
Her serve is good. Ortega able to hit it up. And nearly a communication mistake there, but able to make something out of nothing. As they get it up. And big hit by Campbell.
Pelletier looked like she was just trying to nearly hit it over, but very big
Varsity,
hit.
yeah, able to get the point there for the Cavemen. Once again, tying this game up here in the third set. The Jimmies trying desperately to hang on to this lead. As Fry's serve is good, off the hands of Pope. Ortega to Campbell, and a good block there by the Cavemen as they will take their first lead of the set, 17-16.
It's a very great effort, great fighting effort by the Cavemen, making sure this set does not get away from them.
Absolutely, both teams really going at it. As Fry able to get it over and just out of bounds, that will tie things up again, 17-17, your score here in the third set. Things starting to get down here to the wire as we've got an exciting one on tap.
Ortega with the set.
And off the hands of Watford, that'll give the Jimmies the 1 point lead so far. 18-17, your score here in the third set. As we mentioned, Jimtown up by 1.
Fry bats it away, but Watford with a diving effort, unfortunately not able to get there. Going to be Ortega with the serve for the Jimmies.
And Ortega able to get it, and that'll go out of bounds. As Jimtown will get the 3-point lead here, just 5 points away from closing out and getting their first set win here of the night and keeping their hopes of winning this alive. As we will take a timeout, we'll be right back with you. This is the Mishawaka Network. And we will bring you back to the third set. Jimtown looking to get their first set win of the night and keep their hopes alive of winning this, as the Cavemen have a 2-0 set lead. Again, it's best out of 5, so assuming the Cavemen win here, they will get the victory on the night, as Ortega's first serve is good. Pelletier, huge hit, and just out of bounds. As it'll be point Jimtown.
Ortega with the serve. Serve is good.
And Barson, huge hit, but blocked, and Barson able to get it back up over to the side of the Jimmies. And a really good block again by Holland. And that'll just get it in.
That call could have been either way.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to actually give it to the Cavemen there, as I thought that Jimtown had it in.
Oh,
and
well, maybe.
now they did have it in. That was right, as they will give the point to the Jimmies. Jimtown just 3 points away from taking the third set, as that'll go way out into the bench of the Cavemen. 23-17 your score. Jimmy's lead here. Ortega's serve is good. Holland able to get it over, and point Cavemen. They will take possession back.
Cavemen showing that strength in the fight that they have.
And really, this deficit is not necessarily insurmountable.
These are quick substitution. Hannah Weiss for Emma Watford. It's going to be Holland's serve.
But if you are the Cavemen, you're down just a couple of points, 18-23. You're looking to maybe see the opportunity to get out of here, as that'll be just too far for Holland. 18-24, set point here for the Jimmies here, as that'll be Stoss back to serve. Her serve is good. And Barson, big hit. Jimtown able to keep it alive, as Anna Pope will get it over.
Fry to Holland. Holland and Neff.
And it's still alive. Really good effort there by Ortega. And blocked. And that will give them the set win. And ladies and gentlemen, things have just got interesting here in the cave, as the Jimmies were able to take that set win. So now the current set win, or set score, is 2-1. Mishawaka has 2. Jimtown has 1. They were able to get it done, and now they are looking at potentially trying to get this other set win and tying things up. As we will switch sides and get going here shortly, we will be right back. And we are back here to start the fourth set. Jimtown able to get the win in the last set and keep their hopes alive here. 2-1 is your set score. Cavemen lead by 1. In the world of college football, big game here for the Irish coming up this weekend, as number 8 Notre Dame will take on number 7 Stanford at home. Obviously, that game has some potential playoff implications for the future.
Going to be Gabby Desimone for the Jimmies with the serve. Her serve is good. Holland to Fry. With one of those big hits, ricochets off of Vandegrift, it looked like.
Vandegrift or Pope, one of them out there, as they will get the first point. Draw first blood, so to speak. As Holland, her serve good.
Ortega to Vandegrift. Vandegrift just barely gets it over the net.
Yeah, able to get it through that block and get the point. As it will be Pope back to serve.
Holland to Fry, looks like for another big hit.
And
it is.
Into the stand.
She hits her own poster.
We got a poster down, ladies and gentlemen. As good guy Matt, our good teacher there, going to fix that, pull it back up. Hit her own poster. I'm pretty sure that was a zip tie, too, so that had to be a hard hit, just in case you were wondering how hard these balls are hit. As it'll be Vandegrift getting it over.
Good eyes by Fry. Or by Watford, it looked like. I'm sorry. Watford was telling Fry it looked like just to back off, but she knew that it was going to be out of bounds.
Still in awe that that ball was able to knock that poster down. As that'll go off the hands. And point
Gianna
Caveman.
Desimone.
Watford serve good here. As Ortega tried to get it over, couldn't quite do it.
Pelletier with the reassurance on that.
Watford serve good. And right off the hands of Desimone there.
It'll be timeout Jimmy's.
Yeah, it looks like they're maybe trying to slow things down as Jimtown was on the ropes a little bit early there. 1 minute timeout. We will be back. You are watching the Mishawaka Network. And we are back here. As Watford, her serve is good. Ortega able to get it up, and Vandegrift able to get it over, but Fry keeps it alive. As Neff with a huge hit.
Desimone just able to get it back over.
Neff, good hit there as Fry, another big hit, able to keep it alive, and we'll keep it in and
good
get it
save
over.
by Ortega.
Really, really good play there by the Jimmies. As Pelletier, huge hit, and gets it in. The sideline's coming alive over there a little bit. As the Cavemen have the 6-point lead here. 7-1 is your score here in the fourth set. As Watford, her serve is good. And just a little bit low there.
Watford serve is good. Ortega pops it up.
Big hit there by Desimone.
Ortega to Desimone. As Neff just not able to hit it back up.
No, and you saw Holland try to go for it, but once again just couldn't quite get it. As that'll be point, Jimtown.
Gianna Desimone on the serve for the Jimmies. Watford with a diving effort.
Able to get it over. And Pelletier able to get it, and looks like they'll give point. Cavemen once again hitting left to right here.
Looked like Vandegrift just barely either touched the net or reached over the net. Couldn't tell quite, frankly, but nonetheless. Megan Fry with the serve.
Serve was good. Ortega gets it up and couldn't quite get it over.
Fry with the serve again.
Estos able to get it over. Neff able to get it up. And Pelletier just a little bit too far. We have some good news, ladies and gentlemen. Megan Fry's poster is back up. Good effort there by the Mishawaka Network. When we're not broadcasting, we're fixing things. As it'll be Griffey, excuse me, back to serve.
Holland to Lannoo. Ortega to Stos. Fry to Holland. Pops it up for Pelletier.
And able to keep it alive. Awesome effort there by Pope.
Holland pops it up to Neff. And Neff with the smash. Good for the Lady Cavemen.
11-3 is your score here in the fourth set. Cavemen with the lead, looking to wrap things up. And Lannoo's serve is good, as Ortega will get it up. And Jimtown able to get it over. Watford pops up, and Pelletier will smack it down. But a good block there by the Jimtown Jimmies. Looked like that might have been
Gabby Desimone, it looked like.
Yeah, it looked like she was in on there.
Ortega with the serve, just short.
Just a little short there. As Caveman will take possession. Weiss coming in for Watford there, as Pelletier will go back to serve. Her serve is good. Ortega able to get it up, and Jimtown able to get it back over, and they'll try to get it, but they can't get it back over, as that'll be point Jimtown.
It's Emma Walford coming in for Courtney Pelletier for the Lady Cavemen.
Stos back to serve for the Jimtown Jimmies. Her serve is good.
Holland pops it up.
Huge hit by Weiss, but it's blocked. And they might just be able to get it back over, and they do. Weiss able to get it back over and out of bounds.
Very great effort.
Yeah, really awesome effort there. As it'll be point Cavemen. Neff back to serve. Serve is good. And Pope able to just tap it over, but Holland keeps it alive. And a big hit there by Fry. Desimone able to get it back over to the Cavemen side. Weiss, another big hit. And once again, Jimtown able to keep it alive. Desimone will give it back down on the block. Able to keep it alive is Jimtown.
And Stos just not able to hit it over.
Yeah,
just
not
a little short.
quite able to do it. Nice back and forth, though. We've talked about it before. Up here, you know, you watch the back and forth. It gets a little bit hypnotizing.
Neff with the serve, and it is good as Stos hits it to Ortega.
And a huge hit, just a little bit short by Desimone. Really good form by both the Desimone sisters.
They're all over the court today, Evan.
They are. They're doing a really, really good job. 15-5 your score here in the fourth set. Cavemen with the 10-point lead. Looking to wrap things up with this set win here, as they'll get it over.
Holland to Fry. Stos kept it alive.
And that'll be out of bounds. Just a little bit too far, as Cavemen will take the point. And timeout, Cavemen. We'll be back to you shortly. You are watching the Mishawaka Network. We're back here in the fourth set. Cavemen come back on the court. (16-5) your score here in the fourth set. Cavemen looking to wrap it up. As Ortega gets it up, and Desimone able to get it over.
Holland pops it up. Just short for the Lady Cavemen.
Yeah, that was Weiss. Just a little bit short there. And it looks like Griffey.
Fry with another big hit.
As Holland served good. Vandy Griff able to get it over. And Weiss, really big hit. That will give the Cavemen the point. As Holland on the serve. Hit is good.
Stos to Ortega. Ortega to Desimone.
And that one would have sailed out of bounds had Watford not hit it, but the effort was good nonetheless, as possession will go back over to the Jimmies. Anna Pope here on the serve. Her serve is good. As Lannoo, really big hit. Desimone able to get it over, but Fry able to keep it alive, and Weiss will just tap it over. And Pope able to get it over. That'll be point Cavemen, 19-7.
Quick substitution for the Cavemen as Courtney Pelletier comes in for Hannah Weiss. Emma Wofford with the serve. Serve just a little too short.
And Desimone served good here for the Jimmies.
Holland to Pelletier. Holland sets it again for Pelletier again.
As Fry gets it up. And Fry once again get it over, just tapping the top of the net, but able to do it. 20-8. Mishawaka just 5 points away from taking the victory here. As Fry's serve is good.
Stos with the hit, but Pelletier able to block it. So went back over, and Vandegrift looked like she had hit it back in.
And that looks like Griffey will come in for Vandy Griff there, as that'll be point Jimmies. Griffey's serve is good here. Pelletier, big hit, and looks like it was just a little bit too far. Oh, nope. Looks like they will rule it in, actually. So it'll be point Cavemen. 21-9 your score here. As Lannoo's serve is good. And a big hit by Stos.
Diving effort by Megan Fry.
And just a little bit too far there is the hit from Quora Neff. And a nice hit there by Ortega. As Pelletier gets the big hit and not able to keep it alive is the Jimtown Jimmies. Looks like maybe Desimone was a little hurt there, but she's all right. She's back up on her feet. As Pelletier's serve is good.
Quick substitution for the Cavemen as Emma Wofford comes in for Courtney Pelletier.
And they were able to get that point there. Oh, no, it looks like they're going to leave that point to the Jimmies. As that'll be Cassidy Stos on the serve for the Jimmies.
Great placement once again by the Cavemen.
Yeah, Weiss really, really looking good here in this game, as all the Cavemen are really. 23-11 your score here in the fourth set. Just 2 points away from wrapping it up is the Cavemen. Are the Cavemen, excuse me. Pardon my grammar.
Looks like far too many hits by the Cavemen right there.
As that will be Vandergriff coming in for Griffey. Desimone, serve is good. And a monstrous hit by Fry. Able to get it back over, though, is Stoss there. And just off the net. Once again, I believe too many hits there by the Cavemen, as that'll be point Jimtown.
Jimmy's narrowing that margin to only 10. As it will be.
And it's not impossible to come back here, but it'd be hard. It'd be a pretty impressive run. And that sails out of bounds. 24-10, or 24-13, excuse me, your score here in the fourth set. Match point here for the Cavemen. And fighting to win here as Vandergriff gets it over. Watford able to get it back up. And a huge hit, and that'll be the point for the Cavemen and the victory here ultimately on the night. 3-1 is your final set score here as the Cavemen will take the victory. Just want to give a quick shout out to our crew here. We got Troy Crooks, we got Parker Norris, we got Izzy Barstow, we got Daniel Z, we got Drew Mason, and of course we got Matt Rendell all helping us out here tonight. And we will stay on just, we'll see the celebration here.
It's a great victory for the Cavemen as they got a win on senior night.
Really, really good victory.
They're going to do their traditional pillow toss.
Yeah, there's Brandy Venable in the middle there. Somebody's going home with the free Slurpee. And they'll throw it up, and
looks like
Kaylin Pixley coming home with the free Slurpee. For all of us here at the Mishawaka Network, I am Evan Bordner alongside Alex Glassburn. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Football game tomorrow. Catch us there. Good night, guys.